I would say the first step is to clean up your social media profile. So make sure that there's nothing funny on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram. Get your CV updated, get your LinkedIn profile updated, and start spreading the word. So get a network of people that you know would vouch for you to start keeping an eye out for a role for you.
When preparing for an interview, make sure that you do proper research on the company that you are attending an interview with by visiting the website and gaining a good level of knowledge about the company. Also make sure that you study the job description and compare your skills and your knowledge to the job description, and also prepare yourself for possible interview questions.
The clothes that you should wear should be neat clothes. It should be your best clothes in your cupboard, and then also make sure the clothes are ironed and clean. If you're looking at a corporate interview for, let's say, a bank institution, then you would definitely wear a very corporate outfit, blazer, and then we usually look at not wearing very bright colors. If you look at going for a graphic design interview, then it would be more smart casual.
The first thing I'd say is make sure you don't smoke on the way to the interview. Turn your cell phone off as soon as you get into the company's offices. Make sure that you don't accept coffee when you get there, because the interview might be over and you're still sitting with a cup of coffee in your hand.
When you're in an interview room or in the waiting room, don't lay back, and you need to be relaxed, but we had it in the past, people kick off their shoes or they're just laying back, and I mean that's a no-go. You must be proud of yourself, you must sit up straight, look professional.
During an interview, you are firstly judged on your punctuality. You are also judged on your communication and interaction skills, as well as how you present yourself during an interview.
I'm not so sure if it's being judged, because at the end of the day, what a company is looking for is the right person for the job. So they're not there to trip you up. But if I had to say what are they looking at, they're looking to see if you are competent enough to do the role, and secondly, if you'll fit into the team, if there is that culture fit. You want to let your personality come through. You want to let your enthusiasm for the job and the company come through.
Honesty is very important during interviews. If you did not work for a year, just be honest about why you didn't work. It definitely gives me an indication that you will be honest, you are loyal, and you're an open book. There's nothing that you are hiding at this stage.
You want to speak truthfully. I think quite often we find that people don't know what's on their own CV. So be able to match up what you're capable of doing to what the role is requiring. Take a pen and paper with you so you can jot down some questions and some notes.
I think it's also nice if a candidate can sit in an interview and they ask a few questions. It's not very nice just sitting there asking all the questions, so ask questions.
Answering questions in full sentences, it will give you the opportunity, to tell more about yourself and give us more details about yourself, and also to tell stories, and by that we mean that you market yourself.
And be involved during the interview. You at the end of the day is the person who's going to work at the company, so find out as much as you can during the interview.
Oh, there's a few things. It's quite a long topic, but the first thing I would say, you must not be late. Appropriate to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the time you should be there.
The worst thing is when someone walks into an interview and they are constantly negative about everything on their CV, reasons why they left companies. So positive attitude is already a plus point.
And then it's important to ask questions, but what questions? Don't ask questions stuff like what time is lunchtime, how many minutes a day do I get on lunch and tea time, when is holiday. That immediately shows you that you're not ready for the job, that you're more interested in the days off.
Don't focus on money. Don't diss your ex-boss. And my favorite saying really is Calvin Coolidge's saying, which is, nobody's ever listened themselves out of a job. Don't waffle, just answer the questions directly and succinctly. And lastly, turn looking for a job into your job. Do it for 8 hours a day, and don't lose hope. The right position is out there for you. Just keep looking.
First of all, I would say be confident. You are interviewing the company as much as they are interviewing you. This is your future, so you need to make sure that when applying for a position and going for an interview that you feel comfortable in all the situations during the interview. And lastly, I would just say, be yourself, give it your all, and be prepared. You need to make the best of it.